Burkina Faso, a landlocked nation in West Africa, has long stood on the fringes of global geopolitics, rarely making headlines beyond its borders. But in recent months, a significant shift has begun to unfold. Under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso is signaling a bold new direction. No longer content to be a passive observer in the complex chess game of African military dynamics, the country is now stepping up with strength. At the center of this transformation, a powerful symbol of modern warfare, the LX70 armored vehicle. When you think of African military powerhouses, countries like Egypt, Nigeria, or South Africa come to mind. Burkina Faso, not so much, but that perception is rapidly changing. Since taking power in 2022 through a military coup, Captain Traoré has presented himself as a nationalist, determined to rid the country of terrorism, corruption, and foreign interference. His rise to power wasn't just a political shift, it was a declaration of intent, and nothing broadcasts that intent louder than the roar of armored vehicles rolling through the capital. The acquisition and deployment of the LX70 is just about defense. It's about prestige, power, and presence. For a country battling insurgency and navigating post-colonial complexities, modernizing the military sends a message to both allies and adversaries. It says, "We are no longer pawns, we are players." The LX70 armored vehicle is a testament to modern engineering. Designed to operate in diverse and rugged environments, it provides a strategic advantage in both urban and desert warfare. Developed through international defense collaborations, the LX70 combines speed, protection, and firepower, a triad that can decisively shift outcomes on the battlefield. What makes the LX70 so special? First, let's talk about mobility. Equipped with a high-powered turbo diesel engine and all-wheel drive, the LX70 can traverse difficult terrains with ease. Whether it's navigating through dense urban structures or crossing the Sahel's unforgiving landscape, this vehicle was built for adaptability. Its top speed of over 100 kilometers per hour allows for rapid deployment and evasive maneuvers, a critical asset in asymmetric warfare. In terms of protection, the LX70 boasts reinforced composite armor, capable of withstanding small arms fire, shell splinters, and even IEDs. Inside, the cabin is equipped with blast-proof seating, advanced suspension systems to absorb shock, and air filtration systems to guard against chemical attacks. It's not just a vehicle, it's a mobile fortress. Now, let's move to firepower. The LX70 can be fitted with a range of weapon systems from heavy machine guns to grenade launchers and even anti-tank guided missiles. Its turret can be either manned or remotely operated, allowing for increased crew safety. The targeting systems include night vision, thermal imaging, and ballistic computers that dramatically increase first-shot hit probability. Traoré understands that military modernization is not just about hardware, it's about doctrine, discipline, and morale. His administration has launched a comprehensive reform of Burkina Faso's armed forces. This includes not only the acquisition of advanced weaponry like the LX70, but also the restructuring of command hierarchies, the implementation of anti-corruption measures within the military, and the creation of specialized anti-terror units. Burkina Faso has faced years of insurgent attacks from groups affiliated with Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Entire regions have fallen under militant control. In response, Traoré has vowed to reclaim every inch of territory. The LX70 vehicles play a critical role in this strategy. Fast, heavily armed, and durable, they allow the military to conduct deep strike operations, protect convoys, and re-establish presence in hostile zones. Beyond tactical deployment, these armored vehicles are also psychological tools for a population wearied by war and insecurity. Seeing these modern war machines in action boosts morale. It signals that the state is serious about defense. For insurgents, it's a warning that the days of easy ambushes and unchallenged mobility are over. Traoré understands that military modernization is not just about hardware. It's about doctrine, discipline, and morale. His administration has launched a comprehensive reform of Burkina Faso's armed forces. This includes not only the acquisition of advanced weaponry like the LX70, but also the restructuring of command hierarchies, the implementation of anti-corruption measures within the military, and the creation of specialized anti-terror units. Burkina Faso has faced years of insurgent attacks from groups affiliated with Al-Qaeda and ISIS. Entire regions have fallen under militant control. In response, Traoré has vowed to reclaim every inch of territory. The LX70 vehicles play a critical role in this strategy. Fast, heavily armed, and durable, they allow the military to conduct deep strike operations, protect convoys, and re-establish presence in hostile zones. Beyond tactical deployment, these armored vehicles are also psychological tools. For a population wearied by war and insecurity, seeing these modern war machines in action boosts morale. It signals that the state is serious about defense. For insurgents, it's a warning that the days of easy ambushes and unchallenged mobility are over. Traoré's military ambitions extend beyond Burkina Faso's borders. He envisions a Sahel where African nations take charge of their own security, free from neo-colonial influence. His rhetoric has found resonance in Mali and Niger, where similar military regimes have taken power. The formation of the Alliance of Sahel States (AES) between these countries is a step towards creating a unified regional defense front. The deployment of LX70 vehicles is a clear signal to neighboring countries and international observers that Burkina Faso is not just upgrading, it is leading. With these machines, the country now has the capability to participate in regional operations, support allied governments, and even deter foreign interventions. But this rise also comes with risks. Traoré's assertiveness could provoke responses from powerful actors who view the Sahel as a strategic zone. France, in particular, has withdrawn troops but not interest. The United States is watching closely. In this environment, the LX70 is not just a military tool, it's a geopolitical chess piece. Traoré himself remains a polarizing figure. To some, he is a liberator, a soldier leader who speaks the language of the people and stands up to foreign domination. To others, he is an authoritarian strongman, consolidating power under the banner of security. Regardless of where one stands, his impact is undeniable. Burkina Faso's unveiling of the LX70 armored vehicle is more than a show of force. It's a declaration of a new era, one where African nations chart their own military paths, equipped with the tools, strategies, and leadership needed to defend their sovereignty. In Traoré, we see a leader willing to break the mold. In the LX70, we see the physical manifestation of that. The coming years will be decisive. Will Traoré's gamble pay off? Can the LX70 and other military investments turn the tide against terrorism? Will the Alliance of Sahel States evolve into a genuine military and political bloc? These are the questions that will shape West Africa's future. One thing is certain, the war game has changed, and Burkina Faso is no longer a silent spectator. It has entered the arena, engines roaring, armor glinting in the sun, under the leadership of a man who believes the time for passivity is over. Traoré's war machine is rolling, and the world is watching. If the momentum continues, we could witness Burkina Faso becoming a defense innovation hub in West Africa. Traoré's strategy could inspire other smaller nations to rethink their military investments, not just for security, but for national identity and unity. Moreover, the LX70 could become a symbol not just of Burkina Faso's resilience, but of Africa's broader awakening in military independence and regional pride. The battlefield has changed, and so has the player. Traoré is here to stay, and he's bringing an armored revolution with him, and this is just the beginning. As Traoré fortifies his position, builds regional alliances, and strengthens his nation's military backbone, the world will have no choice but to pay attention. So, stay tuned to this channel because the next chapter in Burkina Faso's war game may be even more surprising than the last. Whether it's new weapon systems, regional deployments, or geopolitical standoffs, you'll hear it here first. Subscribe, hit that bell icon, and join us as we continue to track Traoré's rise and the machines driving his revolution. This isn't just history in the making, this is the battlefield of tomorrow, and it's rolling out from the heart of Africa.